overall talk about the team's effort trying to kind of stay in it when they got the early jump on you. Just how tough was it around them? How motivated were they to try and just keep fighting as best they can tonight?
Well, I think in spurts we did, but just not consistently enough. It is deflating when, you miss shots and you feel like you're on your heels all game. But, I do think there's some stretches we showed a little bit more resilience, and that we can't be, that swayed by our offense, especially from the three-point line. And we struggle with, making open shots, and you get kind of deflated. We got to anchor ourselves even more in trying to get a stop.
Wes, what was your take on the team's defensive disposition to begin the game, and was the level of energy and effort where it needed to be at the start of the game?
Well, I thought we were trying to do what, the plan was basically to show a crowd, don't let Embiid get going early. And they hit the 4 straight threes. You're in the paint, you're in the lane. We got to have a little more urgency to get to those three-point shooters. And I think that's where it kind of deflated us a bit. They got off to a hot start, and we're kind of sledding uphill.
Even in a resetting year, should a group of players, some of whom have some experience, be that deflated that early in a game?
Well, I mean, whether you are or not, I think we're all human. And, you can be frustrated. That's fine. But, how do you respond to that? That's the question, in my opinion. And we didn't respond well enough.
Wes, kind of going off of that, I was wondering what the locker room was like after, because you saw the frustration, but Kuz was still running off the bench in the fourth quarter. I just wonder what the mood was like overall.
I think this group has been, relatively resilient in that regard, managing, frustrations. I'm sure guys are pissed. There's nobody in there that's happy right now. But once again, how do you manage that? Do you channel that into, into each other? Do you kind of help, all right, push each other to get better? Or do you just wallow in your own sorrows? We can't do that. So I think it's important that we take lessons and learn. Obviously, things aren't going our way right now. But we certainly can't feel sorry for ourselves. Nobody else does. So we got to find a way to pick each other up, keep pushing, learn from some of the mistakes and keep getting better.
And he's not, by any means shooting poorly or anything like that, but I imagine you need a little bit more from him to help Kuz out.
Yeah, I mean, it's, he's had some, decent games here and there. Just finding that level of consistency, of trying to find something easy for him. And we know every night teams are going to put their best defender or their second best defender on him. They'll put size and length on both him and Kuz. So it's not going to be easy. I think we've been pretty good when we're out and running. We're in the open floor. He's got space to play. But I think we have to trust, show a little bit more trust in each other. Getting off the ball at the right time, spacing, and just holding and being in the right spot to open the floor. I think sometimes we're guarding ourselves.
I know it's tough to think beyond this moment, but you look at the other team a decade ago, they were going through a really tough rebuilding process, and now they're seen as one of the elite teams in the East. Do you take any solace in knowing that this is setting up something bigger down the road?
I think, not really looking at their situation. I think just more, the plans and the conversations that we've had internally that it'll turn, and we're going to have to go through it a little bit, and we are. But you have faith in the plan and the vision, and I think setting that foundation will help us, down the road at some point.
Wes, any word on Gino?
I don't have a clinical diagnosis. He's being, looked at right now.